With the Phantom Liberty DLC just around the corner for Cyberpunk 2077, there's certain skill points and attributes you will want to invest into to make your character extra tanky and deal bonus damage towards the upcoming hordes of enemies. With that said, let's get into what I believe to be the best loadout and perks for your character in the upcoming DLC of Cyberpunk 2077. There's many skill points and attributes you can obtain which will change and customize your character's abilities. However, there's one that I believe stands above all others in terms of importance in the game, in terms of increasing your profitability in terms of money, your combat readiness for the amount of damage that you do, and minimizing the amount of damage you take. So I advise putting most, if not all, of your perk points and XP into technical ability, and I'll explain why further. I'll break this up into three parts. We'll have money making, armor creation, and damage dealing. And I will then show you exactly what I mean in each area and why you should be investing your perk points into technical ability. We'll be running through the importance of technical ability in terms of creating money and wealth for your character, as money allows you to buy upgrades, different weapons, different cars, and potentially new apartments if they add them into the Phantom Liberty DLC. So to begin, in your character technical ability, as you can see, I've got mine maxed out to level 20. Over here we have the perks in technical abilities such as Edge Runner Artisan, which allows you to create and craft legendary items in which you will then sell the items for profit. Okay, so all these perks help you with that. So for instance, this grants 10% chance to upgrade an item for free, so if you want to craft an item you can upgrade it for free. Also, when you disassemble things and common weapons so that you can craft more items, there's a higher chance that you will actually gain more components from that. So again, that increases the amount of money you make because it will increase the overall profit margin for when you create money using technical ability. And then there's extra perks such as Crazy Science, and you only obtain this one once you reach level 20. And this, on the first upgrade, increases your item sale price by 10%, and then every extra perk point you put into it increases the sale price by 1%. Okay? So if you have Crazy Science, Edge Runner Artisan, and a mixture of the other ones such as Workshop or Innovation, all of these will help you create money, as well as Ex Nihilo, which grants a 10% chance to craft an item for free, again increasing the amount of profit you can make. So overall, technical ability is very important for making money, as it's the best way to make money on Cyberpunk. Ability also allows you to increase the overall armor of your character vastly, which will then make you more durable in contact and allow you to fight on for longer, increasing your survival chances. Now, the way you do that with technical ability is after you level up crafting, you will come over to your crafting page and you'll create the mod Armadillo. Now, Armadillo as a legendary item will increase each armor piece by 70.5 units. So to show you how that works, if I come over to my inventory, on these legendary leggings I have the perk Armadillo. I have the mod because I crafted it. So these pants normally have 164.5 armor. However, because I have Armadillo, it increases that by an extra 70 armor. Okay, and if you manage to put this on everything, obviously you cannot put the legendary version on non-legendary items. So if I wanted even more armor, yes, this is higher armor at the moment, but if I picked something like these, even though I would not wear these, I can put on a perk with extra armor, and now it's even more armor. So that's what you want to be doing with technical ability to increase your armor, as this will be vital in the upcoming DLC, because there'll be new robots, new weapons, and new enemies that will be able to kill you a lot quicker. So if you do that to every armor piece, it will greatly increase your armor and durability, and as you can see, you then end up with a large scaled armor rating of around 1,300 at max level with max armor sets. Okay, so this brings us on to the last part of the video. The last part of the video is perhaps the most important, because being able to just tank damage doesn't help anyone if you can't even kill the target you need to get past. So it's recommended that with technical ability, the best way to increase your damage is through crafting. And I'll show you how to do that now because it's fairly simple, but it's very effective and it greatly increases your firepower. So if you come over to crafting, similar to the armor, what we'll be doing is we'll be crafting weapons and then crafting the mods for them. So if we take this weapon, for example, let's just take this weapon, for example, the SOR-22. If I craft this and then I equip it, here we are, you can see that it's got a damage rating of 767.3. Okay, so that's obviously not a bad weapon. It's got high damage, it seems quite good. I haven't used this, but it's got decent damage. However, we can make it better. So with crafting, what you want to do is, if you have it unlocked, with crafting level 20, you'll be able to get Edge Runner Artisan, and then you can craft legendary components. And we will be wanting to craft the legendary mod Crunch. Now Crunch increases damage of the weapon by 7%, and on legendary weapons, you can obviously stack this because you can apply multiple mods. So to show you how this works, I will be applying 4 of these. So this will increase it by 28% damage. So it was 767 before, and now it's 982. So it's already gone up by 200 damage in just a second. So now it'll be much better at killing enemies. And if you do this to every weapon, you'll be sure to be able to kill everything on the new DLC. Now it obviously varies with the weapon. For example, with this SMG, I just am trying to kill something really quickly. I'm not trying to get headshots. So you just want the mod that does the damage, like Crunch, as I mentioned earlier. However, on a sniper rifle such as the Asura, you're obviously going for criticals. So having increased damage by 7% is not actually that useful because you're going for headshots of a sniper rifle. So what you'd do instead is you'd come over to crafting again. You'd craft something like this, the Pacifier. Now what this does is it increases crit damage by 7%. So if I craft a bunch of these, and I'll show you what it does. I then go back to my inventory, well, my Asura, you can see that the critical damage is not that high, okay? So what we want is, it's got plus 24.15% crit damage, and that's not that high. So what we want to do is we want to increase that. Because if you get a headshot on an enemy, especially with these smart weaponry, they will definitely get a headshot. So what you want is, you want the highest headshot crit multiplier that you can get, so that if you do get the headshot with these, which you probably will because it's a smart weapon, it will insta-kill every enemy. Okay? So now it's gone all the way up to 50% crit damage. So this weapon is now suddenly way better at the game at killing any enemy, and these are the sort of minute details that you'll definitely need to take advantage of in the new DLC, because it's going to be a lot tougher than the current game, and it's going to be a far bigger challenge. And you can see here that this sniper rifle is up for the task. As I go for a headshot, 7,800 damage. There's nothing on the game that's going to tank that, really. Again, 7,700 damage. For the last one, 8,884 damage. So you can see here that these mods are just lifesavers, or really life enders, depending on if you're on the receiving end or not. However, they're also useful, and I'll show you with the sniper, this gun now. I'm playing on the maximum difficulty, so this is obviously a lot harder for me than it might be for you. But you can see that these weapons do so much more damage, and if I pull out my smart SMG, which also has the mods on, basically just melts through like butter. So this is definitely the best way to go into the DLC. I would not want to go into the DLC without doing this first, so make sure you follow this guide, and if you like this guide and found it useful, let me know and drop any recommendations for videos down in the comments. So thank you for watching, and like and subscribe.